This track is gnarly. Okay, viewers, it is 8 p.m., so you are joining us live from Las Vegas, where you will get to see 23 racers battle it out to see who's going to win. This is the D main. It's going to get started in 30 seconds. We are at the Las Vegas track, which they built, I believe, for the Worlds in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. And let's change your camera view. Oh, camera 6 has a nice view from the front straight. So in 10 seconds, you're going to watch some of the best battle it out. We're only taking 2 bumps. Oh, Hector blew his turn 1. Ends up last. It's okay, though, because everybody kind of is messing up. I don't see anyone that's taking it cleanly. For those of you that are watching, I'm basically challenging these guys to go fast on one of the bumpiest, gnarliest tracks, or as Joe Bornhorst likes to say, that has a lot of character. Well, this is very shitty character because it's bumpy pretty much everywhere on the track. If you watch the buggies, they're just bottoming out everywhere. It's hard to drive straight. But hey, if they can drive here cleanly, they can go to any track that's bumpy or has character, as they like to say. The fastest way is truly the safest way, as you see how Hector and Corey, both in their pink buggies, are basically struggling just to go straight. We've got people from as far as Puerto Rico to as close to Houston, Texas right now, where this is being broadcasted from. And let's see what kind of... it's only been a minute. Let's see who's sitting in the lead right now early on. It looks like it's Justin Fowell. Justin races with us from Minneapolis. Yeah, he's definitely got a good lead. It's just really bumpy for everyone. Yep, very punishing track. Imagine if we did this backwards. Not only would it be punishing, but it just wouldn't I guess connect properly. As we're watching, Justin's team associated RC8B 3.2E. Nice. Alrighty. We're about to approach 2 minutes. Let's kind of look at what kind of times these guys are putting on. So we'll start from the back. Hobie Fleece is currently running. Hobie, it's saying you haven't even completed 1 lap. What's going on with that? I think it docked you. You probably moved at the start. So keep racing. We'll make a manual entry at the end. So Hobie's currently sitting in 6th, but we'll correct this at the end. We'll add him a lap. So in this game, if you basically move forward or backwards, yep, it gave you an 83-second lap, so those are 2 laps in there. If you basically, if you roll forward or backwards on the start, unlike a traditional RD where they can see if it's an advantage or disadvantage, the game just senses the movement and will dock you a lap. But Hobie is actually running 45.5 as his fast lap. Corey Tyler, 45.9. Hector Buschetti all the way from Puerto Rico. Hector said he does not care about brand, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that's Hector's own brand. Team Buschetti right over there running 48.4. He was our TQ. Scott Taylor, Mr. Consistent for this main, at least in the past, as I say that, he wrecks with a 44.4. Carlos A. Franklin currently sitting in the bump spot, but not by much. Hobie Fleece is on his tail as Hobie wrecks it there with Commentator's Curse with a 40.8. So Carlos A. Franklin's got like a solid 4 or 5 second as a fast lap gap on everyone else. Justin Fowell, though, consistently running 40.5, 40.8, 40.3. As I zoom in on him, he makes his first mistake of this lap. So this will be a longer lap. Commentator's Curse is getting the best of everyone, and the guys were joking with me how I need to come up with new words of, oh, they messed up over there, or Commentator's Curse, because they're going to wreck a lot. So, yeah, let me look at what the commentators are saying. So, John from Texas saying, this track looks ridiculously crazy. Yes, John, I promise you this is way more difficult of a track to drive on than the track you raced with us on Wednesday. James Akos is stating the obvious by saying very bumpy. I think that's an understatement. Alex Mack, I wish I didn't need such a good computer to play with. Alex, you're actually going to be surprised. A lot of these guys are actually playing on like laptops. So I would recommend you join our Discord, and one of the more tech-savvy guys can help you understand on what settings you need to run on, as I apologize for the massive 170-pound dog barking in my ear right now. All right, let's go back to the race. We're about to approach the 5-minute marker. So we do stop right at the 5-minute marker and take a picture. When I say we, I mean I will take a picture. We do that in case the software crashes on us. We do run 10-minute mains. We don't dock you for being in the D main or the A main. So I just take a picture of the 5th-minute marker in case something goes wrong with the software. And John's giving you guys some tips. He's saying just send it. John, that is exactly what these guys are doing. That's how they got to the D main, by sending it. As I say that, Justin shows you how not to send it going into turn 1, locks up his brakes while turning left, and wrecks it on the right side. I feel like I'm picking on Justin. He's actually leading the way right now. Has a 10-second gap on Carlos A. Franklin, who's the quickest guy on the track with a 40.8. Actually, I think it should be Justin. Let me scroll back. Yeah. So Justin is the quickest guy on the track with a 40.3. Carlos with a 40.8. Scott Taylor with a 41.4. And those are your top 3 guys on the same lap. Then we've got Hector Buschetti with a 45.5. Hobie with a 40.8. And we will correct Hobie's lap at the end, so we're going to do a +1 on him. So right now he's shown in 5th, but I have a feeling that's closer to a 4th, but we will have to wait for final results. Corey Tyler, 45.5. I'm sorry, you were saying something? Okay. Keep in mind, you guys are being recorded, so feel free to give shout-outs to Mom, Dad, or whoever's computer you... I won't say anything else. But... yeah, Corey, you definitely need to slow down in turn 1. You just go all out. I'm looking at the screen. Yeah. So Corey, I will prove you wrong. I'm looking at everyone's top speed, right? Guys are entering turn 1 in 45 kilometers per hour. You're going into turn 1 at 62 kilometers per hour. So I don't want to do a miles per hour conversion for you, but I'm going to say you're entering turn 1 at least 7 miles per hour quicker than anyone else. And even in real life, that's how you drive. Like, you know what? This coming Saturday, I will bring my baseball speed trap gun, and I'll put a white sticker on your car's front bumper, and we will record how much quicker you go into turn 1. It's just crazy. You need to install, yeah, you need to install gyros to slow down, or something to help you turn right into turn 1. Alright, picking on Corey Tyler, we have passed the 7-minute marker. I totally forgot to take a picture, so if the race ended right now, our winner would be Justin Fowell from Minneapolis, and then Scott Taylor, who just moved up. Scott Taylor is from the Rio Grande Valley. He just got introduced to iRacing, and look at him, he's so loyal to VRC that he's still here. So unlike all our other Houston guys that started playing iRacing this year and just refused to play VRC anymore with us, since we're about to do the 8-minute marker, I want to quickly do a quick recap, see who's actually leading. Looks like Justin is leading the way, fast lap of 40.3 on lap 2. Scott Taylor with his Mugen has moved up to 2nd. His last lap was actually the fastest lap for today officially with a 40.0. Carlos A. Franklin with a 40.8. Oh, I don't know what happened. It looks like Carlos and Scott are battling it out as Carlos made the pass on him. So Scott Taylor getting squiggly on the front straight. So Carlos has moved up now. So I'm going to pause here and just focus on the battle at hand between Carlos and Scott. I believe they're both from the Rio Grande Valley area, and they're both battling it out for the 2nd bump spot. Yeah, you got to turn. In case you're curious and watching us, if you incorrectly take a turn or jump a pipe or something, what ends up happening is it on your screen will say you must stop or restart or something, and then you have to press spacebar, and it will reposition you somewhere on the track close to that corner. So it's best not to cut corners. I know in real life we can get away with that sometimes, but not in this game. Three laps. So I was going to make your corrections at the end. I know one lap it definitely missed your lap. On my side right now, it's showing if we did the conversion right now, you'd be sitting in 3rd. with that correction. But we'll check at the end and see what's going on. Keep racing your best for now. Alright, we got 9 minutes and 30 seconds down. So it looks like Corey Tyler's still struggling. I saw him in the back end trying to go over the pipe. Well, y'all are racing your own clock. I just got to look at the final results. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure it'll get. This is exactly why I need everyone not to exit their session at the end so I can see. And if you notice, Carlos A. Franklin is not trying to send it anywhere. He's kind of taking it really carefully. It's just this track is gnarly. If you haven't played this track, it's the Las Vegas track, not the pre-Worlds. There's the pre-Worlds, and then this is the Worlds track. So this is after close to 1,000 laps were logged on this, and then it basically got into this condition, and somebody decided to do a scan of it and install it in this game, and here we are in Las Vegas playing on one of the bumpiest, gnarliest tracks. It's not one of the fan favorites at all, but one guy who's TQ for tonight, Jeff Flecko, decided to recommend it, and I think it was a great recommendation. So when everyone finishes, please just hold your spots. Alright, let's display results, and we'll do a quick recap. Corey, in the background, you can start dragging and dropping people. So for those that are still watching, we're going to move right into our C main. So it looks like our winner was Justin Foel with 14 laps, the only guy that ran a 14 lap, and the only guy that ran a 39. Actually, no, Hobie and Scott Taylor also ran 39, so very good guys. So Justin Foel takes the win with 14 laps, 10:32. Carlos A. Franklin in 13:10:10. Third is Scott Taylor, 13:10:23. Hobie, you were shown with 12:10:02. If we actually add that, then it would move you up to second by 8 seconds in front of Carlos A. Franklin. So I know it did dock you 1 lap, so we're going to give you that. And actually, that would actually take Carlos out of the spot. So we'll bump all three of y'all. So, no, we'll bump all three of y'all. The servers are running good tonight. So Justin would be first. Hobie would be second, Carlos would be third, Scott would be fourth, Hector would be fifth, and Corey Tyler would be sixth.